important thing to note. Pete Crow-Armstrong standing on deck. It's happened twice in about a week for the Cubs, and sometimes, the further down the lineup you are, and he's hitting cleanup again today, he's hitting fourth, you run the risk of that happening. I don't know what it's going to look like come August. I think PCA is pretty damn good. I think this is legit. If come August something happens and you realize, well, this was a little blip, and
no matter what happened, Peter Crow-Armstrong was going to get walked, right? Did you think about that? That maybe
because
they
you
put
would
him
have
on base, and then who did they face? Who's batting fifth yesterday?
Well, you would have advanced the tying run in that scenario,
right.
potentially into scoring position.
Say Seiya got on base.
Oh, Seiya got on base? I don't think you're walking PCA then.
If you had 2 outs, you're walking him.
You think so? Boy,
yeah.
I mean, at some point you got to worry about advancing the go-ahead run into scoring position.
What if Seiya pulls the ball?
Right.
They can't get the double play, but they get the out.
But they get the out at first.
PCA's being walked. In that scenario, PCA's not going to.
Interesting.
He's not going to get to bat.
Well, you're putting a go-ahead run on base.
Maybe
you're right.
Difference.
Maybe you're right.
You're not going to let him beat you. You're going to let the next guy beat you.
Either way, at this point, if it's me, if I'm managing the team, I want PCA somewhere in my top 3 in the order, because I do want to make sure that spot is coming up as frequently as possible. I just think I believe in his ability to slug at this point, and I think all the numbers back it up. I mean, PCA has the 6th best slugging percentage in baseball amongst all qualified hitters. He has a .558 slugging percentage. He has the 7th best isolated power number in all of baseball. To your point, what you said before the break about Seiya, not like he's a slouch. In those 2 categories, where PCA is, what did I say, you're 6th and 7th?
Yeah.
Slugging in ISO. Seiya is 14th and 10th. He's still top 15 in both of those.
Yep.
Seiya is no slouch.
Right.
And Seiya is not having a bad year. So Seiya got beat yesterday. He hit into a double play. I just personally, at this point, want PCA somewhere. I would. If I'm the manager,
right.
I'd want him somewhere in the top 3. Even though he doesn't have a great on-base percentage, I'd even consider maybe leading him off or putting Tucker lead off and letting him bat second. But that's just me.
If you go from 3rd to 4th, if you're Seiya, that's not really a demotion, is it?
No, I don't.
When you go to be the cleanup hitter, that's not a demotion by any stretch of the imagination.
Right.
So you could sell that a little bit easier. But if you go from 4th to wherever, that's the demotion.
To 7th.
Yeah, that would be your demotion.
When you demote Luis Robert to 7th in the lineup to try to get him going,
Yeah, he's still stuck on 21.
Luis Roberts laying down sack bunts the other day trying to get himself going. Do you know? Can you believe it? First ever. I mean, at least he was successful, but first ever sack bunt in the big leagues. I mean, how the mighty have fallen, Yerk.
Yeah.
2 years ago, this guy was like a 6-win, 5-win player. Now he's laying down sack bunts.
Since he's got the 21 stolen bases, he hadn't been able to move off of it.
Yeah.
He's still stuck there.
But anyway, I digress. I don't want to bog you down with White Sox stuff. You're right. It's not really a demotion. I just want PCA's bat as often as possible coming up at this point. It's as simple as that. And I think you can nitpick a few things, and you can look at his on-base percentage, and Jesse's made this point. They're not going to budge Happ there, even though Happ's power numbers aren't nearly as good. Ian Happ still gets on base. He started that inning, what could have been a rally with a walk, a 6-pitch walk, where he worked the count. And I think he was behind. I think he was 1-2, if I'm not mistaken, and he still ended up working the walk. I'd have to go back and double-check. I might be wrong about that. But we know Ian Happ can work a count. We know he knows what a good pitch is, a ball and a strike. And we know he knows how to get on base. Got an on-base percentage a little north of 340. These are nuanced conversations. I could be wrong. You could have a different opinion. But I'm just telling you what I would do, and I'm telling you what I would want my team to do. If my team were fortunate enough to have a PCA on it, I want that guy up a lot. There's a reason Shohei bats first. There's a reason Judge bats second. And now is he Shohei or Judge? Is he? He's second behind Shohei in MVP voting. I want his at-bats as frequently throughout the course of a game right now as possible, because he has big-time power. He's got slug. And when I'm chasing runs late in the game, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I need. And I want that guy up as often as possible.
Are Kyle Tucker's power numbers better than his?
Well, which one you want? Not, I can hear. I'll get you. Hold on. Give me 1 second here.
The basic would be
sure.
Slugging.
You want slug? Yeah. Hold on. Let me go back to the fan grips.
Better.
Hold on. I think Tucker is just behind him.
Or OPS.
But hold on.
Here, I got it right here.
Leaders. Here, I got it.
All right,
Leaders.
got it.
So Tucker has a 507 slugging
So he's
percentage.
a little bit blind.
PCA has a 558, but Tucker's OPS, because it's on base, it's so
Correct.
high, is
Right.
higher than PCA's.
Right. And I will also tell you, I'll give you his weighted on base. Tucker's weighted on base is also a little bit better than PCA's right now. Not by much. They're separated only by about 14 percentage points.
All right. So then the serious question is, do you move Ian Happ out of there, even though he looks at a lot of pitches?
That's what I would do.
So that's what you're doing. You're keeping Kyle Tucker at 2.
I might go
moving him all
Tucker
the way to the
1, PCA 2.
Do you change the guy's mindset at 1 because he's the leadoff guy, even though it only happens once a game usually?
Yeah.
Does his mindset change?
Think so, and I think so many. I don't. That's a good question.
Or is he still the same guy up there?
I think he is. I think he's an accomplished enough, experienced enough, and skilled enough hitter where he would be. It just, and I don't know. Maybe Cub fans don't care. You know, I don't. Maybe I'm making a bigger deal out of it than it needs to be. Or for some, listen. For Sylvie, I know it sticks in his craw right now. I mean, I know it does. Like, why are 2 games in a week ending in close games with PCA in the on deck circle? And there's no guarantee of success when he comes up, but I want to take my chances with him I'm the Cubs right now.
There is no making Sylvie happy, though. That's part of the problem. Because if you make the moves and they don't work, then it's like
then he
they
complains.
never should have made the move. What are they doing?
That's good.
Yeah, so
that's good. But this is what happens when you got a good team. I would trade places with any of you. Oh, you guys are you're over dissecting. You're doing this. This is what happens when you're a good team. The Cubs are excellent.
Yep.
I wish I could be dissecting my team this way, but I'm not. I mean, Cap's asking Jesse why they're not bunting more. That's how crazy it's getting. Why they're not bunting more, Cap.
Nobody wants to bunt.